Is identifying as an artist something you should do? For me, identifying as an artist was definitely a positive force in my life. It was an orienting force and made me ask questions like, at the end of the day, what am I going to miss doing more or most? And probably it's going to be not working on art. So, like, obviously, I want to do art before the day ends. And then on a broader scale, it's like, well, what am I going to regret not doing at the end of my life? Probably making more art. Like, that's going to be the main motivator for me. Like, I wish I made more art, basically. And for now, at least, like that is a very accurate identity label. That's something that I've been able to adopt. And I know that it can conjure up ideas of like people who are pretentious or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I think if you can find something that, despite, attacks or cynicism or skepticism about identifying with anything or, making any kind of positive claim ever, if you can find something you're like, yes, this is me, good. I would say double down on that and make that a part of your identity, because you otherwise, like, what do you have if you don't have anything? I mean, you're just kind of floating in space. So art for me, definitely an orienting force, but I could see it being a negative force in some ways. If you over intellectualize art, that could be bad. That could force you into a position where you maybe over identify with art. Like maybe you find it too mystical and too inscrutable, and it gets to the point where you cannot get your own mind in order about how seriously to take the art that you're making. If you take it too seriously, then it might never come out. Like too much pressure, a little bit of pressure can get it out, but a lot of pressure can squeeze it to death and kill it. So you definitely don't want to over-identify with your art, and it actually can be good to have some distance between you and what you're creating, which seems a little counterintuitive, right? You want to put yourself to the art, and you want to communicate an emotional truth sometimes. But if you're so close to the art that you feel a personal connection to it, like you feel like if this art fails, I fail as a person, I fail as an artist. You can be a bad artist to make good art by accident sometimes. And likewise, you can be a good artist that happens to have made like art that was not well received or did not succeed. And even if you make art and you're not like a successful artist, you're still an artist as long as you choose to identify with that label artist. And part of identifying with that label is just falling in love with the process of making art. And if you can do that, then I would say that's probably enough grounds to call yourself an artist. If you're someone who makes art every day, every week, every month even, that's probably enough grounds to call yourself an artist. I mean, up to you. But I would like to hear what you think about this topic and let me know. And also, if you have any questions or things tangentially related to art you want to talk about, I may talk about those things. So leave them in the comments. Goodbye.